What's up, you guys? XPino here, and today, with the help of my nieces and nephew, we're going to show you how we make birria de res con consome quesa tacos. So without any further ado, let's get started. So, listed below are all of your ingredients that you're going to need for this dish. Take a screenshot now, or look in the description for a full list of all the ingredients. Alright, first you're going to want to take your pot, set it to high heat, and use about 3 tablespoons of oil. Here, I'm using 3 tablespoons of olive oil. This is the first step in searing your meat. Here, I have about 6.5 pounds of beef chuck roast. Typically, birria is made with goat meat, but today we're making birria de res, so it's with beef. Here's 6.5 pounds of beef chuck roast. You can also use a bone-in beef shank. And searing the meat here is going to caramelize the natural sugars that are in the meat, and then browning them will create a crust that unlocks the savory flavor from the beef. Alright, once you seared your first batch of meat, you want to do the same thing with your second batch. And once you sear both sides of all the meat, then you're going to want to fill it up with water and fill it up to at least cover all of the meat. Note that from this point, you're going to want to simmer this meat over medium-high heat for about 2.5 hours, or until all of the meat is tender. Here, you want to add about 5 bay leaves, measure with your heart, some salt, some pepper. Alright, here I'm taking 1 white onion, cutting both ends, cutting it in half, peeling the first layer of both pieces, and then I'm going to put that in the birria. And then you're going to want to let this simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes until a lot of the scum from the meat starts to come up. Alright, in the meantime, you're going to want to take 4 carrots, cut both ends, and peel them. These carrots are going to be used to be simmered in the stew for about 20 to 30 minutes with the chiles. And these are going to be blended and then strained and put back into the stew. Alright, after you're done with the carrots, you're going to want to take all the chili pods, take all the stems, veins, and the seeds, and then put them into the broth. But before that, now it's been about 20-30 minutes. The broth has come to a good boil and there's scum. You want to take a spoon, get out all the scum. This is all the coagulated blood, impurities that you just don't want in your soup, okay? Right here, got some Chile de Arbol, de Pasilla, de Mexico, and your 4 carrots, as well as a good 3 tablespoons of garlic. Alright, you're going to want to cover that and let the chiles and carrots and everything simmer for about another 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, at this point it's been about 20 to 30 minutes, and all of the chiles have had a chance to rehydrate, and the carrots have been a little more broken down, so they're more pliable when they're thrown in the blender, as well as the onion. You're also going to want to put about 1 full cinnamon stick and about 4 cloves, as well as a 7-ounce can of Chipotle Peppers mixed with Adobo sauce, as well as 1 good spoon of the chicken bouillon, or Knorr's chicken consomme. Here I'm also putting about 1 tablespoon of this spicy Mexican chili powder. It has a little bit of oregano and cumin as well in it.
It looks like diarrhea. Right?
Yeah, damn.
It does though.
I mean, he's telling the truth. He ain't lying. Pick up the blade.
Hey, nobody saw that.
I ain't trying to put no blade in my taco. It's gonna cut my tongue up. Alright, once you put everything in the blender for about 20 to 30 seconds, this is a little tedious part. You're gonna want to put everything into a strainer and then take a spoon, keep stirring it around. If it gets a little thick, you can add more broth on top of it to help strain the rest of the chili sauce. So once you get it all out of there, it's pretty much dry.
Turn that into a good tacos. That's what would be impressive. Oh my god, it's hot.
All in there. Oh yeah. See how smooth the broth is? The sauce? At this point, your birria has been simmering for about an hour to an hour and a half. And here, you're going to want to cut your garnishes up. Basically, the toppings on your taco. You have your white onion, your cilantro, and your limon. The green onions are also used as a garnish in the consomme. Alright, it's just a unique way that I like to cut limes. Cut off both ends, and then I diagonally cut them into wedges in thirds. I just find it a better way to yield the most juice out of the lime when I squeeze it onto my food. Alright, at this point, it's been about a solid 2 hours of the birria simmering. To test out the meat, you want to take your fork, take out a piece of meat, and see if you can shred it. As you can see here, it's starting to come off pretty easily. Once you know that you have that meat that tender, do the same thing to the rest of the pieces of the beef chuck. And there you have it. Birria de res con Consome Quesa tacos, made by my lovely nieces and my nephew, and yours truly. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned next time for the next recipe. Peace.